As real estate wholesaling becomes increasingly popular, there's more and more misinformation spread about the industry. So today I'm going to address 3 myths about real estate wholesaling, why they're not true, and how you can combat these to build a successful real estate business in 2024. Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Vena. I am 23 years old, living here in Seattle. Born and raised here, and I have built my real estate business largely around wholesaling. The business makes multiple 6 figures a year. We're shooting for $1 million in 2024, and I really do love sharing what I've learned through this channel and my other social medias because I want everyone who's motivated to get into this business to know that it is possible, and with just a little bit of discipline and a few really key skills, you can also create a very successful real estate wholesaling business. So let's get right into it. Myth number 1 about real estate wholesaling. Now, this is the one that everyone says. This is the one I hear every day. It actually is true for some people, but myth number 1 is that wholesalers are scammers. Now, the fact is that some real estate wholesalers are scammers. As a wholesaler, it is important to protect yourself against scammy wholesalers because in this business, we do a lot of partnering, and if you partner with the wrong person, they can cost you a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of frustration. Now, the myth is that wholesaling at its core is a scam. This is not true because off-market wholesalers actually provide a really important service. I really do think that this myth is largely spread by realtors because most realtors think that every property needs to go on the market to be sold. Now, here's the thing. If a seller needs to list their house, they do not need to list it with a real estate agent. If I'm selling my house to my sister, I don't need a real estate agent to do that. I can simply write a contract that says how much he's gonna pay for it, when we're gonna close, how much he's gonna give me for earnest money. We sign it, take it to the title company, and boom, I just sold my house to my sister. Now, this is a family transaction, right? It's a very simple example, but I didn't need a real estate agent to do that. If I sell my house to a friend, I don't need a real estate agent to do that. The argument is that that's how you get top dollar. But not everyone needs to get top dollar. There's a reason that when my BMW breaks down every month, I don't fix it myself. I take it in the shop to get it fixed. I don't want to deal with it, I don't have the time, and I don't know what to do with my broken car. So if someone has a worn down house and they don't want to deal with the repairs and the hassle of putting it on the market, they highly benefit from the off-market sale. Now again, it is true that there are wholesalers out there who are scamming people, and it is very unfortunate. And wholesaling is largely unregulated, but luckily a lot of escrow companies who are dealing with these wholesale deals are looking very closely to make sure that the deal is fair and everyone's on the same page. They do take precautions when they're closing deals because if they don't and someone comes back to sue, that escrow officer or attorney who's closing the file can be held liable. So to that point, there's some regulation and there are people who are out there taking advantage of sellers and buyers, and it's very unfortunate. But at its core, wholesaling is a valuable service. We're providing sellers an easy sale and we're providing investors with profitable deals. At its core, and I can confidently say that my team and everything we teach is by the book, and every deal we've done has been a win-win-win situation for everybody. So to that respect, whether you are someone who is selling to a wholesaler, whether you're buying from a wholesaler, or you're partnering with a wholesaler on your deal, it's really important to check them, verify their history, talk with other people they've worked with, and just trust your gut to make sure you're dealing with someone with integrity. Myth number 2 about real estate wholesaling is that it is not fair to the seller. Again, every house needs to be put on the market. It's not true. There are plenty of reasons that sellers sell off the market. The biggest ones we see are that they don't want to make the repairs necessary for property to show. And it is true that you can just slap a property on the market, but the reality is a lot of realtors don't want to put their face on a listing. And so they kind of just hang that seller out to dry, which is really unfortunate because a lot of times these sellers need help. They're living in very unfortunate situations. There are hoarders, it might be unhygienic, could be unsafe if the house is really falling apart. They don't want to make the repairs or they're incapable to fix the house up to put on the market. Another big reason people sell off the market is because they need to sell fast, especially in today's housing market where houses aren't just flying off the shelves like they were in the pandemic. It can take months for a house to sell. If someone needs to move quick and cash out on their equity, the off-market sale is a huge advantage. And the convenience of a quick off-market sale is why these sellers are taking less than market value. If they can skip on the realtor commissions and close in 7 days, that is totally worth it for them to take a cut on their price. There are a ton of other reasons people sell off the market. We see them every day. Some people hate realtors. Some people just want the easy way. Some people want to keep the sale private from friends or family. They don't want to pay the fees of selling and waiting on the market. There are plenty of extremely valid reasons that people sell off the market. And for someone to say that it's not fair to the seller, it's not only uneducated, but it can be insensitive because some people do want that privacy of selling without the whole world seeing their house. And then the last myth about wholesaling is that it's saturated. I don't follow the stats of wholesaling super closely of how many wholesalers are in the market and how many wholesale deals are selling every year nationally, but I do know that wholesaling being saturated is a myth. It might feel like it, especially with the internet and all these gurus hyping up wholesaling, telling everybody how easy it is. Sure, there might be a lot of people trying wholesaling, but as far as people who actually do a lot of deals and are good at wholesaling, there isn't much competition. I work in Seattle, and a lot of times I am competing with other people on the off market to get my offer signed. But the reality is my team and I win a lot of these offers because we are very good at communicating our value and making that process easy for the seller. When your skills are sharp, you've gained the experience of a few wholesale deals under your belt, you know how to talk to people and communicate the off-market service, you really can win a lot of wholesale deals. But those are the biggest myths I've seen. That's what I want to address today. Let me know your questions about wholesaling down in the comments below. I help people close their wholesale deals here in Washington. There's links below to send us your deal to take a look at. We'll hit you up within 24 hours of you sending the deal in. See if it's a good match. We'll help you get it sold. Check out my other videos on wholesaling to help you get more deals, especially in this changing market. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon.